Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video by me. I'm Original Canis, and this is finally gonna be a 20k Dream Team video. Now in this episode of 20k Dream Teams, it is going to be an England squad. Now this isn't the hardest team to make, as seen as there are kind of the obvious players to choose, such as the Milners and the Hargreaves and Walcotts and the Defoes and Crouches, etc, etc. So I kind of, well, in the midfield anyway, I kind of tried to use some of the players that you wouldn't normally see in other people's England squad. So let's go ahead with making a team. The formation I chose was a 4-2-2-2 because then I don't have to go along with the older Walcotts and Lennons and Johnsons and all that, kind of staying away from the pacey wingers, as I know many of you see that as a cheap tactic, and I wouldn't want to make you guys feel unhappy now, would I? But going into goal, kind of an obvious choice, as seen as all the goalkeepers are around 1,000 coins. And you're always going to go for the best one, aren't you? Now, if I didn't choose Hart, it would have probably been David James or Foster. I know Foster's pretty good in this game. He plays for Birmingham. Used to be a Man United goalkeeper, so he's obviously an alternative, or maybe a substitute goalkeeper. Or if you got the coins, then maybe a informed Green. But onto our first centre back is the lady legendary Jamie Carragher. Yeah, that was a really bad Scouse voice, I know, but hey, what are you gonna do? He's a legend at Liverpool. I'm sure I don't have to tell any of you that, although I just did. And I wish he'd score more often, actually. I don't think I've ever really witnessed Jamie Carragher score a goal apart from like 5 own goals. But yeah, from what I can remember, I don't think he's ever scored a goal with me watching. I don't think. So anyway, trying to think of any moments where I went crazy, dancing around the TV saying that he had scored, but no, not that I can remember anyway. Onto the right back, Johnson. I think he should be more of a right winger maybe, or a right mid in real life, as he's very attacking, but then when we're defending, it's always kind of a liability, and I don't like him as a right back at all. I'd rather have Kelly as a right back for Liverpool. But yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. Yeah. Other centre back, Ferdinand. Don't like him in real life, but I like him on this game. And the reason why I've got him instead of Terry is because I hate Terry with a passion. And then something that annoys me, I know many people say, oh my god, he done this, he done that, of what I'm about to explain or say, but this annoys me how, in the World Cup when he dived in with his head, I think it was the World Cup, he put his head first and went diving in. What a twat. I'm sorry, but why would you go diving in with your head when you're less likely to hurt yourself and get injured, and it's much easier and much quicker to just slide in with your feet? What is he doing? Just simply slide in with your feet instead of going on your belly in and going forwards. It's just, I know many people say, oh, he's so brave, he's a legend putting his body on the line. It's like, well, just fucking dive in, it's like a normal player. Honestly. But then left wing back, we got the cheater on his wife. I don't really like him in real life either, to be fair, but he's alright on the game. Tied best left back with Evra on the Ultimate Team game. Pacey, good at attacking, good at catching up with those fast wingers. So I think he got him for like 2,500 coins. His price has dropped dramatically over the past couple of months. He's a good little buy. and now especially as he is affordable to those players that don't have the bigger budgets as some of them do. Some players do. The first of our unusual midfielders is Huddleston. I love him in real life, no homo. I think he's a great, solid, strong, kicking ass midfielder, and also he's got a fucking beast of a shot on both feet in real life, but he's also got a beast shot in the game. I don't know if his free kicks are any good, but I know that his long shots are pretty goddamn good, and his tackling and all that is top notch. So he's a good little defender to buy if you want to not get the Hargreaves and the Milners and the Carricks and all that. He's a good little alternative for 900 coins, I think it was. Then our next defensive mid could either be a defensive mid or an attacker mid, whatever takes your fancy. But our other centre defensive mid in my team is Joey Barton. He had a pretty good season as far as I can remember for Newcastle last season just gone, and I think he's a prick. He is a bit of a twat with some of the stuff that he does, but the way he plays when he's not being an absolute mug is pretty good. I know he, as I said, he played very well for Newcastle last season, and on his stats, he should really be rated high. You would have thought. He's a 78 rated player, but he's got 74 pace, 74 shooting, 74 passing, 70 dribbling, 83 defence, and 70 heading, and they're pretty good stats. Very consistent, and they suit him in any place on the pitch, really. He's got 70 defence and 83 defence, sorry, and 70 headings. So it could be a centre back, although he's probably not the tallest. And he's got 74 pace with 83 defence, so he could be a full back. And he's got 74 shooting and 74 pace to be an attacking player with 70 dribbling. So he's a pretty good, decent all-round player, and well worth the 700 or 800 coins that you could pick him up for. A bargain in my eyes. Just that he's a twat. The first of our cams is going to be Wilshere. I'm playing Wilshere on the right hand side, obviously, as I've mentioned before, because he's left footed, and I like having my left footed players on the right side. I'm sure you're fed up of hearing me say that, so I won't go through why again and explain it all. But I'm sure you just saw then a second attacking mid that plays on the left is going to be Joe Cole. When I heard that Liverpool had signed Joe Cole, I was in a media lesson, and I was like celebrating with my friends, like, yes, we got Joe Cole, he's a great player. And then he got sent off on our first match, and he just never really came back from that, really, with injuries and that. And I know the couple of appearances, and when he's been brought on off the bench in some games, maybe some Europa League games, he has scored a few goals, but just never really managed to secure a first team position, unfortunately. So it would have been nice to see him play consistently in the Liverpool squad, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And so I'm sure he'll probably bugger off in the summer. I know at the start of the transfer window there was rumours that he was going to go to QPR, and then we were going to get Taarabt as like a trade, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's just rumours and speculations. But moving on to our first striker is Darren Bent. I just went for Darren Bent because he's the best player for the money that you pay for him. I paid like 1,200 coins for him. Pardon me. And the only other option is really Defoe, Crouch, and I'm trying to think of Kevin Davis, but he's not very fast. They're really the only other options for 1,200. Maybe Bonhor if you're lucky, but I know that people would accuse me of being a pace abuser or whatever, so I just tried to stay clear of that as much as I could in this team. I mean, I know Bent has 88 pace on here, which, if you didn't know, guys, the 88 pace isn't actually how fast they are, that's just their acceleration. So yeah, I didn't know if any of you knew that. But once again, Ben's got all-round great stats. I mean, I know some of you are going to be saying, oh, you should have got Heskey, but yeah. He's got 80 shot, 88 pace, 74 dribbling and 79 heading, which are his main stats, which for a striker, you know, is pretty decent. From when I've played with him in the past, he's scored quite a lot of headed goals just because of his height, which helps him get in front of those defenders and score those front post goals and maybe even back post goals. But yeah, apart from him, there was also Defoe, who I don't really like playing with. I find he's a little too weak, too short. Oh, sorry, I just hit my mic. And then there's Crouch as well, who gets pushed off a ball as well for me a bit too easy. He's so lanky, and I just don't like the way he runs. I don't play well with him at all. And so then the only other option I think of or see was Jerome. Very underrated player on Ultimate Team. I've had him many times in many of my Premier League squads and England squads that I've had in the past. And also when I started off, he was like my best player of like 64 goals in 50 appearances or something stupid like that. And so yeah, he's a very good player to pick up for like 700 coins. And as you see, he's got quite average stats as well, with his best full stats being 85 pace, 75 shooting, 75 dribbling and 82 heading. So yeah, very good. It's just passing his defence that lets him down, really, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think if he was at a better club, he'd definitely rated like 82 or something like that. So yeah, guys, that's my players, and I'm just show you my manager, or what manager I'm going to use while I babble on for a minute here. Guys, write in the comments below. I need to know this, because otherwise I'm going to be just doing teams that you guys might not want, which I'd like to maximise the advantage that we have with the comments below, for you guys to tell me what you think of this series and other teams to do, because I'm kind of now struggling for thoughts of what teams to use. So I really need your guys' input, so I know what you guys want, and then that can help me bring content that you guys will enjoy, and it can then help you, instead of me just putting out a team that you're never going to use. So guys, as always, please like, comment, rate, favourite and subscribe. This has been I'm Original Canis. I am out. Bye bye. Love you guys.